It's colossal. It's stupendous. It's conspicuously incredible. Hurry, step right up. Hey, Sonny, you want to give it a try?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Conspicuously Incredible Gaming. I'm your host, Mike. Today is going to be a new game by Spooky Squid Studios. Or I think it's Spooky Squid Games. Anyway, it is called They Bleed Pixels. This is as the name infers, quite bloody, but it's more done in a cartoony type of way. And it's got a very, very dark and gothic kind of feel to it. This is a beat-em-up platformer. Pretty much a lot of skill involved because there's a lot of like pixel-perfect jumps and stuff like that too. So, yeah, let me go ahead and get started. Alright, and as usual, I gotta go back over here. Turn the music back up, because it always interferes somehow or another. Well, I'll be honest with you, I haven't bought the premium package yet, so I don't have the individual mixers for the individual sources yet, so I've got to kind of do this for a little bit. I think eventually it'll come down to where I can mix them individually. So anyway, basically the premise of this story, and the little girl, as far as I know, was never given a name. It's just in her nightmares and her dreams she's called Claw Girl, so that's what I'm going to refer to her as. And she goes to this school for kind of disturbed little girls, and they find out that, there's pretty much this whole magic thing going on, this whole kind of dark and scary kind of thing. And she's got this book. Pretty much she can't get rid of this book, and she pretty much has to go through like her nightmares, her dreams, fending off certain parts of this book just in order to be able to get rid of it. And it kind of makes me think it's one of them Hogwarts type of things where that is her trial, that is the way, that is what she's got to go through in order to reap the benefits of what the school has to offer. Anyway, I mean, that's pretty much it. I have played through this slightly. Before I did my upgrade, it was a little bit hard to actually play it because it was so slow and jerky, and I had tried it out just a little bit just to test it out and everything and get everything going on this. And yeah, I'm hoping the stream doesn't go poof. I've been feverishly trying to figure out what the problem is, but of course I jinxed it, so something will happen. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do the standard difficulty. I mean, I am gonna be kinda Mr. Krabs infused with Purple Man from FNAF. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I'm just gonna go ahead and do standard mode. The good thing about this is that they you get checkpoints all the time. What it looks like. It's kind of a basic tutorial. Of course, I know some of the moves already, so. See, bad form. I'm not following directions. That's what it is. Guess they're gonna show me again. Oh, did I not bring the sound back up again? No, I didn't. I didn't bring the sound back up. That's why I like having people watching. You guys can correct my mistakes. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of got a dark, like, bass kind of boom, boom, boom. Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate it. Sometimes I kind of overlook those things. There was one stream I did where I didn't even have my microphone on for like 45 minutes. Yummy. Yeah. I kicked them so hard they came out. Tell you, that's a crotch kick for the ages. You make somebody go straight up in the air like that. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. It's like, good. Alright. Oh yeah, your different dodges. Ding dong, who is it? Your worst nightmare. Okay, come in. Yeah. No, don't come in. Don't come in. You can leave them things outside. Yeah, this is where you collect enough blood and enough, you kill enough enemies, you can get you an automatic save point. As long as you're not too close to enemies and they kind of break the spell. Alright, so here we go. She becomes Claw Girl. So it'd be pretty much the first chapter or the prologue. The quote. He just 17 cents. Yeah, I really hadn't gotten into the Star Wars games, but I mean, yeah, still, if it's a game you want, it still sucks only having 17 cents to go. It's like, man, really? It was pretty much, you know, one of these types of deals. And it's nice to give you good, a little bit of good direction at the beginning. Oh yeah, I haven't traded any of my cards yet. I think I've kept every single one of them I've had. So, and then you can kick them on the spikes and all that stuff, which you saw in the tutorial, but it's just still great. And then that's pretty much showing you how you can do your checkpoint. Yeah, one slight thing I've noticed, and I might have to work on that later. It's not affecting anything too much right now. Because I'm streaming and I'm using resources other than going to the game, I noticed that the my game frame rate is kind of dropping a little bit. Not a whole lot, but it's noticeable. But I don't think it'll affect anything right now. At least not until I get to the more difficult levels, that's for sure. Get into the saw blade. Oh, keep missing. Keep forgetting that. Death from above. That's why I said this game isn't particularly like adult in like language or themes. It's just incredibly juicy, as I called it yesterday, I believe it was. Yeah, it's just incredibly juicy. There's just a lot of. Oh yeah, it gives the epic slow-mo guys. Yeah, but the game is, yeah, as I said yesterday, kind of juicy. But I thought it was okay enough to be able to play. Like I wouldn't, for sure wouldn't play the Duke Nukem 3D because of the drugs and, you know, sexual themes and stuff in it. There's a few other ones I wouldn't play. If I ever sunk so low to play GTA like that, you know, like on a stream, I would pretty much also do that on like Patreon or something, just because of the language and the drug use and all that. Aha, you fell down the hole on your own, you dum-dum. Oh, ba-bomb. That was a good combo. Just stand there and let him hit you. Yeah, I mean, other than the blood, it's really just kind of a dark, spooky type of game, really. It's about all it is. I might as well use that. Yeah. This is where we start getting into some of those precarious jumps. Oh, okay, yeah. I was wondering what had happened there, why you wasn't able to change it back yet, your name. But that was something. We sit there and pretty much saw you get hacked. Just right there in real time. I'm like, what is going on with this? Play some kickball. There we go. Yeah, and a lot of this here on the walls and on the floor is slippery, so I can't hold on to those. And it's pretty much sliding around on ice. You missed 10 minutes of the stream. You missed 10 minutes of me dying. Yeah, I know, right? That stupid guy, he hacked my account and I missed part of the stream. Yep, I messed that up. I like how the music distorts, kind of gets a little slower and distorts when you're dying, and then you come back and it kind of revs back up. Kind of stuck in the wall on the spikes too there. Yummy. I gotta hold it. There we go. Oh no. Yes, yeah, that's kind of what I figured the Curly story for Cave Story was just pretty much going through the game just with her character. Alright, this is a little bit of a jump here. You kind of got to fall and then do that double jump to get out of there, but I need that book page. There we go. Saw blades. Yeah, it's something I'm definitely gonna have to watch out for. Kind of like a slaughterhouse or a gauntlet. Okay, well, actually, the way it kind of feels like this whole place is alive. You got them walls there that look like, oh, come on. Them walls that kind of look like big blood vessels and stuff. So I've always kind of had a thing for like that dark and kind of gothic look. I like a lot of Tim Burton's films just because of that. Nightmare Before Christmas, Edward Scissorhands. There was a few others. Bye-bye. There we go. Like Home Alone, The Christmas Kid, if you know what I mean. I remember the Home Alone movies. I'm not exactly what you're trying to get at there, but at least the first two movies with Macaulay Culkin. After they did that, Home Alone 3 and all that stuff, when all that stuff went straight to DVD, it's like, yeah, nah, I ain't gonna watch this. I knew it. Bye-bye. Yeah, I like them films in general. Of course, yeah, those came out when I was a kid. It was just funny to see all the traps and stuff like that. I hope he didn't move. I wanted to do the death from above. So there we go, he finally fell. Yeah, there were a lot of good movies though from that time. Should have been a little bit more careful with Yeah, save myself on that one. Just stand there and let him hit you. Yeah, it was a good idea to use that checkpoint there. Okay, I about messed up there. They couldn't have said ledge was there. I got wise to that. Whew, that was a good spray. Oh. I did something similar when I was about 5 years old with a raisin. For some reason, stuck it right up my nose, and I had to go to the hospital, and they had to take it out. My mom said the funniest part of it was, first of all, after they removed it, I kept asking where it was, and my mom's like, "Well, you can't eat it. It was in your nose." But walking out of the emergency room, I remember walking by a lot of the people waiting in there, and I kind of did that with the back of my hand, wiped my brow, and went, "Whew, I'm sure glad that doctor got that raisin out of my nose." My mom said this one woman with her kid just lost it, just started busting out laughing. Because he had no context. Like, this kid just started talking about a raisin in his nose. Yeah, things we do when we're 5. Well, my mom asked me later, it's like, what possessed you to put that raisin up your nose? I said, oh, we were watching TV, and these kids were sitting there eating popcorn, and the one of them said it smelled so good, she wanted to put it up her nose. And so the first thing I did, I was eating Yep, poof. Crap. You could have left it though. I didn't. Wouldn't hold anything against you if you used them. Yeah, I don't like them either myself. The emojis. But yeah, we were doing so good too. 22 minutes, 23 minutes without a hiccup, and all of a sudden now, poof. I have a feeling it's my internet connection. Because it's not like my processor or anything is having a hard time. My graphics card isn't having a hard time. All of those are pretty much say they got room to spare when it comes down to power and what they can handle. Yeah, I did jinx it. Shouldn't have even said anything. It would have been fine. Oh, that was great. I kicked it and it got caught in the shockwave of the bomb. See, I love those environmental kills. Like spikes fall on them, or another enemy kills them, or stuff like that. It was great. So even that was pretty cool, but that didn't. Yeah, that still didn't match. Oh, come on, don't get hit by it again. It still didn't match, though, that. That was great. It came in like a wrecking bomb. Ba-doom-ch. There you go. Don't hit the saw blade, whatever you do. Yeah, just a bit. It stabbed his butt just a bit. Come on, jump right into him again, won't you? Not really, but... some gnarly looking spikes. There we go. Bye-bye. I think this is the last page of the book for this evening's dream, quote unquote. Oh, come on now. There we go. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to get the best score out of it. Yeah, common. Guest art available. What's on top of quote? Oh, there you go. So I've read in just a little bit of the story. She's trying to get rid of the book in various ways. So she's burying the book now. And it comes back to her at night. And now this whole next level is supposed to be some Earth themed. I got this microphone cord here wanting to do all sorts of weird things. It's bumping into my microphone. Maybe I'll just leave it hanging there. Still had to hit the shockwave. Okay, what is... Still let him hit me. Come on now. It looked like oil or a blob. It wasn't really the ground crawling. It was something. It was actually a creature or something. Yummy. Got him. Ba-bomb. There we go. But I got a feeling I'm missing something. Oh, was it Jedi Academy or Battlefront? Yeah, sometimes I've been in that situation and kind of had to pretty much just think it over a while. Ah, that's right. It's still hard to kind of remember the, I think it's just, yeah. Come on. You got that dash attack. It's also good for speeding over spikes. There we go. he goes, and there he goes. Oh, nope. Get out of the explosion. Oh, really? This was They Bleed Pixels, not pinball. You're not supposed to ping off the saw blades. Hey, I think you tilted the machine. I didn't even notice that. In the background, it looks like there's kind of... Oh, that's probably where she had died, too. I think this does leave... Yeah, it does leave after images of your body laying around. So I could actually see the different places where I had died at. When cool guys walk in the explosion. Yeah. Oh. Almost didn't get rid of that. Come on now. I don't know how I managed to save myself. Of course, that's going to be a pain in the rear to get back. Is there a spot? Yes, there is. No, it's done. If you could, there's plenty of free software out there for you to be able to use if you want to create music and stuff. I want to, I just sometimes it's having the concentration to sit down and try to do it. But if you look up LMMS, Linux Music Maker or something like that, it's called LMMS. It's a freeware. It's pretty much exactly like Fruity Loops. Man, it's a good thing. Oh, I slimmed you. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of like Fruity Loops, and it's free, and you can make all kinds of music in that thing. I actually haven't tried messing around with that since I did my upgrades on this computer. Yeah, this was one of those games that I bought because I'm like, yeah, that looks cool to play. Yeah, I didn't get this. Come on now. Yeah, I didn't get this in a bundle. Yeah, it's yeah, it's called LMMS, Linux Multimedia or Linux Music, something like that. But yeah, absolutely free, has all the functionality Fruity Loops does. It even built into it or included with it is a plugin for a Game Boy music emulator. But like when it comes down to like retro music and stuff, especially if you're trying to do like old Nintendo style music, you got to use a mixture of square waves, pulse, and then triangle, and then there's some other different like noise and stuff. See, I'm not even concentrating. The original Nintendo had 5 voices, had 5 channels, and there was 2 square waves that did the high notes, a triangle wave that did low notes, a noise voice that just did percussion, and then the 5th was left for a PCM sample. That's where, like in Super Mario 3, and certain ones, especially I think the first level, you kind of hear the the steel drums and everything. And that's what that was used for. The Ghostbusters game, where it actually had the voice. And I did it again. Where it actually had the sample of the voice and everything. That they used PCM sampling there too. But most NES music was only made from 4 voices. 2 square, a triangle, and a noise. If you want to, there's one channel that I really like. He talks about a lot of that vintage computer, or vintage keyboards and stuff like that, and vintage tech. On YouTube, look up the 8-Bit Guy and his other channel, 8-Bit Keys. He's got a lot of different stuff, and there's a couple of artists that he that does some of his music, and I'm gonna butcher the name. I think it's Ars Ander Jensen or something like that. Oh, come on, over here talking and showing other people's channels instead of playing. But yeah, he's got a lot of interesting old tech, and especially that 8-Bit Keys channel does a lot of that stuff with that old tech. Bye-bye, bomb. Ah, come on. That's... keep messing that up. Alright, so wait for these saw blades. Actually, I need to try to take my time here. Speaking of Slim Jim, I thought about buying a handful of them yesterday. Like, nah, I really don't want some. Those things are greasy as all heck. Oh, good stuff on that there internet. Ah, I still, despite my best efforts, still slid down there. I think that might have been the last place that I got stuck at when I when I played this last before my processor upgrades and stuff. I'm jumping too early. No, I had to look on Google and start looking for cave story fan art too, and I found a lot of different stuff that, yeah. Let's just say it was interesting. We've had one. We've had one so far, probably about 8 minutes ago. Thing is, you're gonna jinx it like I did. Come on now. I think it's my internet connection. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That figures. Look at that. I can't even do it because of the saw blades. I'm being blocked. Woke up 8 minutes ago. before the age of 21. Don't let your child play the internet. Oh, man. Okay, this is... I should have at least saved there. Oh, adventurous me, gotta go ahead and just go for it. That was enough to make me rise up off the floor a little bit. Ah, come on. That wasn't right. Ah, still jumping too early. Yeah. YOLO into the madness. No, my grandparents about 18 some years ago, oh, they thought there was just nothing but bad people and bad stuff on the internet. You just even got near a computer and the people from the internet were going to come out and get you. It's like the joke nowadays about the hacker called 4chan. It's like they don't realize 4chan's a website, not a hacker, not a person. Oh, I'm gonna get away from the bomb. And my grandparents were very old-fashioned, though. Yeah, 18 years ago, I was 15, I believe. That was like 98. It was like 98 or 99 when that happened. Yeah, you're gonna block me from getting that, aren't you? Yep. It's just definitely making that there. Whew. Now I don't gotta go back through all that. Oh, that was nice, but that didn't help. I don't know how I just slid like that. Oh, some new Nintendo item came out. You remember how long ago that was? That video was taken? Still gotta get that piece of that book, though. How do I go about doing that? Ah, I knew it. Whew. But yeah, I don't have any more health left. No, I remember back in the day in the 80s, late 80s, when the original He-Man and the Masters of the Universe came out. They, I knew it. They swore that, cartoons were just the devil. I mean, you know, cartoons were the devil and video games. Oh, man. Well, the thing is, when you had them kids shooting up that school in '98, everybody wanted to try to blame video games. Ah, I shouldn't have done that. No, I'm messed up again. Because one of the kids, he had made a level in the original Doom that looked like his school, and oh, the kid's practicing, and it's like, who hasn't? At least, you know, anybody who really got into modding and making Doom maps, who hadn't like done things of their neighborhood and stuff like that? But, oh yeah, they blamed it on the video games. Them video games made them kids want to shoot up people. It's like, no, them getting bullied and, coupled with the fact that the kids were kind of unstable, that caused them to shoot the school up. But, Nintendo, they had a lot of good upgrades with the N64. They almost had that CD-ROM and hard drive adapter, and it was supposed to get online and everything, and I think the Japanese version did, with all the adapters and stuff. Of course, the Japanese get all the cool stuff. Ah, still hit that thing. At least a checkpoint. Oh, it was just a video game. Oh man, there were plenty of like peripherals and stuff that came out that probably might have been the original Doom. I tell you, that game was hardcore for the time it came out. When you're seeing like demons and pentagrams and stuff, in the walls, and walls made of human flesh and stuff. I mean, that game was hardcore at that point in time. Ba-ba-ba-bomb. flung that dude right over here. All the red and white dots. That's why it's called They Bleed Pixels. It's blood. It's pixelated blood, but it's blood. Ah, come on. Oh, Doom was way better. And Doom actually, I can't say it was the first, but it was one of the first to have a deathmatch mode. To this day, if you get the right stuff together and everything, you can still on local networks, and if you find a server online, you have to connect manually. You can play Doom online, the deathmatch part of it, online with people all over. And it was so popular at one point in time, Windows had, they specified and they designated a specific communications port just for Doom. Cod's a fish, right? Yeah. Cod and grouper. Cod of Duty and Grouper Field. Yeah, no more with the puns. There's some dad jokes right there. But what I liked about Doom as well was right from the beginning, id Software made sure that people had access to and gave them permission to make mods and to make their own maps and stuff. They made the .wad files easily editable. Hold on, you just had to jump right into that again, didn't you? So they were already encouraging their fans, their players. That was cheap. They were already encouraging their fans to edit the game and to, play how they wanted. And that's I think what a lot of games are lacking nowadays. Nintendo is just really really uptight about who even gets to do reviews on their stuff. That's one of the other reasons why I'm kind of afraid to do any Nintendo games. I mean, besides the fact I don't have the original hardware. But, yeah, they've been known to take down reviews and playthroughs of their games for quite a while now. So you bought the Battlefront 2, Star Wars. Oh, it'll take a while though to see. I didn't even. I'm supposed to. Oh, I think I know. Yeah. All right, I get it now. I'm supposed to trip off the. Oh well, hey, at least it checkpointed for me. Yeah, I've got to go over here. Go over here and set them bombs off. Man. I might have to do that zoom. Oh, man. Oh, well, at least I didn't catch the worst of that. Almost caught the worst of that, though. Hey, what was I supposed to do there, though? I think I'm good as long as I don't jump. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I probably should have kicked that back there too. I have a feeling I messed up. I'm hoping I didn't, but here's hoping I didn't. I was probably supposed to kick that bomb in a certain place. Ah, wacky wall crawlers. Flying squiddies. Yeah, knew that was going to happen. Oh, there's no. Oh, okay, there we go. Almost spoke too soon on that one. There is a way to damage them. I guess shop and pick up some Slim Jims. Get that out of your mouth. You know where that's been. There we go. Got that one too. Man, that's just a shower of blood there, isn't it? Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Pretty much. book page. Need that. Yeah, there we go. He's a YouTuber and that's his name. I'll believe it. I've heard all kinds of different weird names from YouTubers. Okay. I was expecting another cutscene, but yes, I am. I'm still playing with a controller. I'm gonna be playing about all of my games with a controller. I was trying to get my this Bluetooth dongle to work, so I don't actually have to have it wired to my computer anymore, but it's not cooperating. Nope, nope. Missed. Well, this one here actually specifically said at the beginning of the game that they recommend using a controller, so I don't feel quite so bad. But yeah, I like PC games. I just don't like having to be stuck with the controller or with the just the keyboard. Now, like I said, playing like Doom or Wolfenstein 3D, the old one. It was what, Shadow Warrior was another one. Duke Nukem 3D. I like playing those with the keyboard and the mouse. You get a lot better with aiming in first person. I think anybody would rather look at cave story art than hear Bonsai Buddy. Ah, come on. I'd rather eat a Slim Jim than listen to Bonsai Buddy. Bonsai trees. No, it was a stupid program, a stupid thing you could add onto your computer. It's years ago. It was kind of supposed to be like an assistant and also like a friend you installed on your laptop or your desktop, but it looked like this pink gorilla looking thing, and it was just annoying as all heck. Not to mention that the program was just full of viruses and malware and stuff, and it was the absolute worst. Actually, I want to get some bonsai trees, thinking about it. I've always wanted to get bonsai trees. I hear they take a lot of work and a lot of time to grow, though. That probably wasn't the best way to go back that way. At least not yet. Yeah, they're teasing me with all these blood capsules. Oh, really? Book page. Oh, no, ba-bomb. Ah, I messed up. I should have kicked him. Did mess up. No. Sorry, I'm gonna have to try to go back and do that again. Yeah, I did mess up. Yeah, that last death was on purpose. Oh, yep, yep. That's exactly what it was. Well, that was if Harambe had traveled back through time. God, this was... When was this? Early 2000s? Early 2000s when that happened? Oh, it didn't... No, okay, I thought it went poof again. Yeah, this was early 2000s when you could get old Bonsai Buddy. I think you could still get it now, but it's still just as horrible as it ever was. I mean, the only thing that was nearly second to as annoying was that stupid paperclip in Microsoft Office. Later on, XP gave you the dog. When you went to look for a file, it looked like it was digging and stuff. And that came built into the program. That came built in with Windows. Nope. Clippy, yep. They thought people were so ridiculously ignorant back then that you actually needed a virtual assistant in order to get anything done. Still didn't get it. Man, I'm gonna have to get them book pages. I'd rather kill myself than consider suicide. Might have to try to get some more of the blood there so I can make a new checkpoint before I try to do that. Because I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to actually kick that bomb. I think I'm gonna have to actually punt it up in the air in order to be able for the shockwave to hit that switch. Because I kind of don't want to leave out of here without that book page. Ah, come on. Yeah, it is. The music gets muffled and it slows down a little bit. It's almost like it drags somewhat. I'm trying to think, there's another game that does that. I know for sure, the Parappa the Rapper and Jammer Lammy, when you start doing real bad in those games, the music gets all distorted and wobbly and gets muffled. Muffin. Yeah, he said muffin. He said... Come on, I'm not doing that right. Muffin. Yep, you fell. Alright, I had oh, yeah. So I really only played, Black Ops 2. And, I only played that in the multiplayer. Come on, Crapped out again, didn't I? Yeah, the Mamiga fish. As I called it, the village fish, because it was the only one there. Like the... I think it was Kuroko or whatever was the one that would like the fish. Maybe I'm forgetting the name. But, yeah, it's like you just... That one fish... It's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna catch it and then just put it back in the reservoir. You know, just it's the village fish. Everybody gets a turn catching it. Oh, he was just named Fisherman. Oh, he had no name. Okay. So you guys were asking me about a, oh, come on, I did it again. About a 10 subscriber special. I'm still not exactly sure what to do yet. I mean... Should I show you guys some of my fan art from, like, Mega Man Legends? It's, you know, or should I draw something new? At least attempt to? Or... I really don't know. I really don't know what to do. I can say you, both of you guys have been kind of, It's only 9? No, it's 10. I think it was Bob J or somebody subscribed yesterday. Well, must be because of the hack. I don't know. That's what it says. That's what it says on my end, unless somebody dropped off. But you guys definitely... I've had a couple of other people, Wilmer, I believe, he came on the other day. He sat with me through Freedom Planet. But other than that, both of you guys have pretty much been right here with me the last week or so. So, yeah, I've got, if you guys like dungeon crawlers, like top-down, kind of like Zelda, in a way, where you're pretty much just going through the dungeon and everything, hacking and slashing things. I just messed up. You can pronounce this name, Konpachi. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to learn Japanese. I have the course, but... Nope, I'm not making it that way. But, I tell you what, though, it's the name of the fishing Amiga. Okay. Oh, Konpachi. That makes sense. So I tell you what, stick around after the stream, both of you guys, and well, it looked like somebody else dropped out, or it might have been me. Stick around after the stream, both of you guys, and I'm gonna give you guys a copy of Hammerwatch. I have like 4 extra keys. I can't play all of them at the same time, but I have 4 extra keys, and you know, pretty much it'll just be a way of saying thank you. But as far as anything else, I want to kind of do some Cave Story fan art. Give me an idea of what I should draw. Not lewd, please. I mean, I'll do lewd later, but I want to put it up on my shoot. I want to put it up on my Why am I having a brain fart? I want to put it up on the channel to show. So give me an idea of where, of kind of what to draw, and I'll do my best to draw it, and I'll put that up and call that my 10 subscriber thingy. I don't know. I'll do lewd later. Well, it's going to be Patreon, if anything. You know, sorry for those who aren't going to be able to afford it or can't. Yeah. Balrog toasting a toaster, and the toasts were like over a fire, like roasting marshmallows style. Yeah, you probably have to save them for a little bit. Still missed it. And there goes the checkpoint. Man. Oh yeah, that's essentially what it's doing, is just burning the toast. Burning the bread. Oh, there's no going back from that now. I think it's going to give me the option to be able to replay the level if I want later. Yeah, I kind of dropped the ball on that page. Well, I'm probably going to move on anyway. I don't want to be stuck on the same part for 3 hours like the last cave. Yeah, I know I haven't just yet. I was going to play... See, this is my conundrum with Patreon right now, and I'm still looking into it. Is how am I going to do it live and separate it from the YouTube stream? Like, I could do YouTube and then make the video unlisted, but the problem with unlisted videos is once somebody watches it, if they really want to kind of, you know, be a jerk about it, they can save the URL and make a playlist, and so then anybody who sees that playlist can then look at my Patreon only stuff. But I still haven't looked into it yet as far as does Patreon allow you to just upload videos directly to their servers or not. Death from above. Squish. Like, posted anything, really, dude? I won't draw that. Like bread. $1 a month. I don't know if you're saying no as in it's too much or no it's too little, but I'm still kind of really figuring out exactly the levels and stuff, exactly what I want to do. Like I was telling you guys earlier, I'm really kind of going to be bummed out if this channel gets big enough and the chat runs by so fast I'm not going to be able to talk to people. And I thought about making a Discord server. You had to push me in there, didn't you? Yeah. But I thought about making a Discord server and giving the giving the link to those who are subscribed or who are paying, and then that way I'll watch the Discord server a little bit more than I can watch the chat. Basically be the more dedicated of viewers. I've also thought about having somehow piping audio in where some of the other people can sit and talk to me, actually talk to me while I'm playing, suggestions for next game to play. I might even do, if it gets big enough, I might even do merch and stuff too. I might, let's see, I've said I have a comic project and everything that I'm working on. When I say at the end of my videos that Conspicuously Incredible Gaming is a conspicuously incredible production, I'm not lying on that. I have a comic book project that I'm writing under the Conspicuously Incredible banner. That's why when you go onto the Patreon page, it says Conspicuously Incredible Studio. I also have a comic book and everything too, and I thought about either giving away free copies of the comic book, or you know, issues or whatever, or asking for feedback and input on those later. I still have a lot of work to do on it yet though, so that's going to be kind of in the future. But if you say Slim Jim with special packaging a flying toaster. They stole that idea from Sierra Online. There used to be a screensaver back in the day called the Flying Toasters. And it literally was flying toasters. It was kind of like the whole Starfield type thing, but yeah, they were just flying through the air, just like nothing was going on. But, if it's serious, what is your idea for merch? Because I kind of want to do like mugs and t-shirts and, maybe if I could at all help it, maybe I might not get that big, but do like Vanoss does with custom controllers. I don't know. That would be a long way off, but at least like t-shirts and hats and, maybe posters and mugs and stuff like that later on. Especially for the comic project, though. There's no way I'm not doing merch for the comic project. Probably is Balos's kid. Well, see, in that, I mentioned, I wanted to say Vanoss, and Brentalfloss, when he did the, If Cave Story Had Lyrics, he referred to Balrog as a bag, like a handbag, or like a suitcase, like luggage. As he does kind of look like a big piece of luggage. Or almost like a hat box. Yummy. Kicked him right into that saw. More squiddies. Man. Marvel Super, yeah, he did mention he lost his family. That didn't happen to be the old lady, the that was supposed to be Balrog's aunt, right? I don't know, but he said he lost his family, so I guess lost and misplaced would be two different connotations. There's another game similar to this, not in visual style, but in like trial and error and pixel perfect type stuff. It's called Electronic Super Joy. It's very, very, how would I say it? Well, it's very pixelated, but it's way more like Atari graphics than, come on. And I might do that one a little bit later, like way down the line. Because that one definitely frustrated me somewhat. I think that's one of those Terry Kavanaugh games, or close to it. VVV comes to mind. It was also a real good one. I like that one. Still got caught up in that bomb. Yummy. Yeah, let's save it here. Well, if you'll stop. Oh, come on. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Last cave all over again. SCP? What is SCP? Yeah, well, I'm not gonna spend 4 hours. In a few minutes, I'm pretty much gonna, you know, call it the stream for the day. So if I can get to a good place where I could actually, get a save point popped off. Shoving me all around and stuff. There we go. I don't want to do that anymore. Ah. 3D horror game. Huh. SCP? Is that what it's called, or is that an acronym for something? Or are you just using the abbreviation? I know there was one that was made quite a while ago called Nightmare 3D. It played a lot like Doom and Wolfenstein. Get on out of here. Save. Containment breach. Secure. Oh, okay. Secure, contain, protect. I gotta get up here and pop that off, because that, yeah, I ain't doing that over again. Oh no, it went poof. Man, it did, didn't it? Over here talking away and trying to get that book page, and it goes poof. Well, let me mess around a little bit. I don't know. Just had to jump right to that. Let's see what all is up here. But this probably excuse me, will be about where I'll end it for today. It's getting there. I got probably 3 minutes till an actual hour and a half of streaming. Yummy. Right into the right into the spikes. Alright, yeah. Let me give it one more go ahead and Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and save and exit. Pretty much back out of that. Options. Bring the music down. Alright, so, yeah, you guys stick around here a second. If there was any other way that I could get you those links other than the chat, that would be pretty good, but, if not, we'll just see what I can do anyway. But yeah, hang tight, and I will get you guys those Hammerwatch keys. And they are for Steam. I hope both of you have Steam. So, yeah, let me go ahead and do the thing. This has been Conspicuously Incredible Gaming with your host, Mike. If you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you really like this content, throw a couple of dollars my way at patreon.com/conspicuously-incredible. Becoming a patron will grant you access to more mature games and more mature content, including unfiltered language, and for a limited time, a Bloody Claw Girl. Of course,